Have you ever wondered which are the most magical corners of Spain? Get ready for a visual journey that will take your breath away. From the modernity of Valencia to the charm of the north in San Sebastian, we're going to travel across the country to show you the top 10 most beautiful cities. Stay until the end to find out which cities make it to the podium. You may not agree with me, but don't get upset. Just leave your opinion in the comments. Are you ready to find out if your favorite city is on the list? Let's begin. We start at number 10, where we find Valencia. Founded by the Romans in the year 138 BC, it is a city where history, modernity, and Mediterranean life uniquely come together. The old town is home to monuments like the cathedral, which according to tradition holds the Holy Grail, and the Silk Exchange, declared a World Heritage Site, a symbol of medieval mercantile wealth. Walking through the Carmen neighborhood is to enter a labyrinth of streets full of history, charming squares, and facades that reflect centuries of culture and diverse architecture. The city combines innovation and avant-garde. The City of Arts and Sciences, designed by Santiago Calatrava and Felix Candela, is a futuristic complex that includes a planetarium, an interactive museum, an aquarium, and a performing arts palace. Each structure amazes with its design and size, being one of the largest and most visited complexes in Europe. Valencia is also famous for its festivals, especially Las Fallas, which are held every March. During this festival, neighborhoods build cardboard and wooden monuments representing satirical or artistic scenes, which are then burned in the crema, a spectacle of fire and fireworks that attracts tourists from all over the world. Gastronomy is another pillar of the city. Valencia is the birthplace of paella, an internationally recognized dish, and offers fresh Mediterranean products, seafood and vegetables that are enjoyed in restaurants by the beach, especially in Malvarosa and Las Arenas. The Turia Gardens, a former riverbed turned into an urban park over 9 kilometers long, provide green spaces, sports areas, cultural and recreational zones, becoming a meeting place for locals and tourists. Valencia blends history, art, avant-garde architecture, spectacular festivals, gastronomy and nature. Its warm climate, urban atmosphere and mix of traditions and modernity make this city a complete and fascinating destination, able to win over anyone who visits and fully justifying its place among the most beautiful cities in Spain. The number 9 spot goes to the city of Madrid. Capital of Spain since 1561, it is the nerve center of the country in terms of history, culture, art, and urban life. Its medieval origin is reflected in monuments like the Royal Palace, the historic residence of the monarchy, and the Plaza Mayor, an example of Baroque architecture and a meeting place for centuries. The Puerta del Sol, the heart of the city and kilometer zero of Spain, is the starting point to explore its streets and feel the energy of a capital that never sleeps. Art is one of Madrid's great attractions. The Art Triangle, made up of the Prado Museum, the Reina Sofia, and the Thyssen-Bornemisza, houses some of the world's most important collections, including works by Velázquez, Goya, Picasso, and Dalí. Strolling through neighborhoods like Malasaña, Chueca, Lavapiés, or Salamanca lets you discover cultural diversity, from urban art to gastronomy, nightlife, and traditional shops that keep the city's essence alive. Madrid is also famous for its social life and its record number of bars per inhabitant, being internationally recognized as the capital of conversation, tapas, and nightlife. Its green spaces, like Retiro Park, offer a break from the hustle and bustle, with gardens, ponds, monuments, and recreation areas inviting you to enjoy outdoor leisure. In addition, the city hosts film, music, and theater festivals throughout the year, establishing itself as a European cultural epicenter. Madrid's gastronomy intertwines tradition and modernity, from typical tapas like the calamari sandwich to international and creative cuisine restaurants. Madrid is history, art, culture, entertainment, and modernity. A city that breathes vitality on every corner and has earned a prominent place among the most beautiful cities in Spain for its monumental heritage, cultural life, and vibrant energy. In 8th place is Segovia. This city is an example of preserved history and architecture that transports visitors to the medieval past. Its Roman aqueduct, built without mortar and standing for over 2,000 years, is an engineering marvel that has served as the city's symbol for centuries. The Alcázar, with its fairy tale architecture, inspired the famous Disney castle, while the Gothic cathedral, known as the Lady of Cathedrals, stands as a masterpiece in the city's historic center. Segovia's Old Town, a World Heritage Site, is characterized by cobbled streets, historic squares, and traditional courtyards that showcase the architectural richness of the Middle Ages. Gastronomy is a cultural attraction in its own right. Roast suckling pig, tender and crispy, is an emblematic dish of the region and a reason for gastronomic tourism. Segovia is also known for its traditional festivals, markets, and cultural activities that reflect local identity. The viewpoints over the city offer spectacular panoramas of the Segovian landscape and the Eresma River, while museums and theaters add a modern artistic component. The city combines history, culture, architecture, gastronomy, and festivals, offering a complete experience to visitors. Segovia is an example of how a city can maintain its historical legacy intact, while also offering an active and attractive urban life, fully justifying its place among the most beautiful cities in Spain. In 7th place is Seville. The heart of Andalusia is a city where history, architecture, and celebration come together in a unique way. The cathedral, the largest in the world in Gothic style, houses the tomb of Christopher Columbus, while the Giralda, a former minaret turned bell tower, rises above the city as a symbol of its Islamic and Christian past. The Royal Alcázar, with its mix of Mudéjar, Gothic and Renaissance styles, is a World Heritage Site and a setting for international films and series. The Plaza de España, with its monumental architecture and decorative canals, is one of the city's icons, along with the neighborhoods of Triana and Santa Cruz, which maintain the Sevillian essence in their narrow streets and flower-filled courtyards. Seville is also a land of living traditions. Holy Week and the April Fair attract thousands of visitors every year and are internationally recognized for their cultural and touristic value. Local gastronomy, with tapas, fish and products from the Andalusian countryside, mixes with flamenco music, present in tableos and festivals, creating an atmosphere of authenticity and passion. Seville offers history, culture, architecture, festivals, gastronomy and urban life in a balanced way, being a destination that intertwines beauty and tradition in every corner. Next is Toledo. Known as the City of Three Cultures, it is an open-air museum where Christian, Muslim and Jewish legacies coexist. The cathedral, one of the most impressive Gothic temples in Spain, and the Alcázar, a historic fortress and museum site, represents centuries of history and political power. Toledo was also the birthplace of El Greco, whose art can be admired in local museums and collections. The narrow streets, courtyards, the viewpoints over the Tagus River, and the workshops of sword and Damascene craftsmanship offer a unique journey through Toledo's history, art, and culture. Toledo is a World Heritage Site and maintains a balance between historical preservation and contemporary urban life. The city organizes cultural festivals, traditional markets and art exhibitions that complement its tourist offer. Its gastronomy includes traditional dishes like marzipan, and the architecture of its synagogues, churches and mosques reflects the multicultural richness that characterizes it. Toledo blends history, art, culture, tradition, gastronomy and festivals, offering a complete experience that places it among the most beautiful cities in Spain. If you like the video, show it with a like. Subscribe so you don't miss anything, and if you dare, tell me what you think in the comments. If you don't like it, share it mercilessly and mischievously with your worst enemies. Coming in at number 5, but also located at the foot of Sierra Nevada, is Granada. It's a city where history, culture and nature all come together in a special way. The Alhambra, which is a group of palaces, gardens and a fortress, is a World Heritage Site and one of the most visited places in Spain. This whole place shows off the Islamic style of building from the Nasrid family and mixes art, history and beautiful views. From the San Nicolas viewpoint, you can see the Alhambra with Sierra Nevada in the background, which is one of the most famous sites in Spain. The Albaicín neighborhood, with its narrow cobblestone streets, still has its Moorish roots and offers amazing views of the Alhambra and the city. In Sacromonte, the caves have been turned into flamenco stages, bringing together traditional music and cultural tourism. Granada is also known for its food, where tapas come with every drink, and the cooking shows how different cultures have come together in the city. The city has cultural festivals, concerts, and old traditions like Holy Week, which is famous all over the world. The mix of history, buildings, scenery, and culture makes Granada a place that draws visitors from all over the world. Every corner invites you to explore, and every street tells stories from hundreds of years ago. Moving up to number 4, we find Barcelona. The capital of Catalonia is a city that mixes history, modern style, culture, and the sea. Antoni Gaudi's work can be seen in the Sagrada Familia, Parc Güell, and Casa Batlló, which are all World Heritage Sites. The Sagrada Familia, which started being built in 1882, is the oldest church still being built in the world and a symbol of Catalan modern art. The Gothic Quarter, with its narrow streets and old squares, offers a trip through the city's Roman and medieval past. Las Ramblas and the port show how lively the city is, while the city beach lets you enjoy the Mediterranean without leaving the city center. Barcelona hosted the Olympic Games in 1992, an event that changed the port, the skyline, and how the city was seen around the world. Barcelona is also known for its food, with tapas, seafood, and traditional markets like La Boqueria, and for its cultural life, with theaters, museums, and international music and film festivals. Barcelona brings together old traditions, new ideas, culture, food, city views, and the sea, making it a top spot for cultural and architectural tourism around the world. We've made it to the third spot and the podium with the city of Salamanca. Known as the Golden City, it's a place where history, culture, and learning all come together. Its university, started in 1218, is the oldest in Spain and has been a place of knowledge and study for hundreds of years. The Plaza Mayor, thought to be one of the prettiest squares in Europe, is the city's social heart and where festivals, markets, and cultural events happen. The old and new cathedrals show how art changed from Romanesque to Baroque, and the university's front is famous for the hidden frog on a skull, which is a symbol of good luck for students. Salamanca also offers traditional food, with dishes like hornazo and Iberian ham, which you can enjoy in historic bars and restaurants. The Old Town, which is a World Heritage Site, lets you walk through cobblestone streets, squares, and courtyards that show hundreds of years of history. The city has cultural, music, and book festivals that keep its learning and art traditions alive. Salamanca has history, amazing buildings, education, culture, great food, and celebrations, offering an experience that makes it one of the most visited cities in Spain. Proudly, the number 2 spot goes to Cordoba. The old capital of the Caliphate is a city that shows hundreds of years of history and different cultures living together. The Mezquita Cathedral, with its special columns and arches, is a unique example of Islamic and Christian styles mixed together, and it's a World Heritage Site. The Alcazar of the Christian monarchs and the Roman Bridge complete the amazing group of buildings that draws thousands of tourists every year. The city is famous for its patios, which are known all over the world and celebrated during the Patio Festival, which is a World Cultural Heritage event. The Calleja de las Flores, with its flower pots and views, is one of the most photographed spots in Spain. Cordoba also offers typical Andalusian food, with salmorejo, flamenquines, and local wines. The historic center, with its narrow streets, squares, and palaces, lets you take a trip through the city's Islamic, Jewish, and Christian history. Cordoba has cultural festivals, concerts, and shows that add to its rich history. Cordoba brings together history, amazing buildings, culture, food, and celebrations, making it a complete travel spot. And in the top spot, the city of San Sebastian. In the Basque country is a city where you'll find beautiful views, amazing food, and special buildings all in one place. La Concha Beach, thought to be one of the prettiest city beaches in Europe, stretches along the bay and is great for walks and enjoying the sea. Monte Igueldo offers amazing views of the city, the bay, and the coast. San Sebastian is known worldwide for its fancy food, with more Michelin stars per person than almost anywhere else. Pinsos and local food join together with festivals like the International Film Festival, which brings in famous people and tourists. The beautiful old buildings and historic buildings in the center show how fancy and elegant the city is. San Sebastian boasts beautiful views, history, great food, fun festivals, and amazing buildings, making it a fancy and charming place, perfect for visitors from all over the world. And so we've come to the end of our trip through a country that is just pure beauty. Cities full of history, art, and beauty that you won't find anywhere else. But the list isn't complete without you. I'd love to know what city you think should be on this top list. Do you agree with number 1, or do you have another favorite? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.